When it comes to personal finance, protecting your own personal finances, there are so many things out in the world that can have an effect on them. Kind of patting the way, some good advice. This gentleman right here, Joe LaTour, with LaTour Asset Management. Joe, always good to see you.
Tom, you too.
We have something big coming up in the United States of America, and I know, you know, from the past, it's going to affect everything when it comes to money and finances and moving money and interest rates. That's the election, the big election.
Right.
Is this a time to really kind of lock things in, considering an election is coming up?
Yeah, Tom. Now's the time to make sure that your portfolio is positioned in what I call all-weather positions.
All right.
Okay, whether it's a good economic climate, bad economic climate, you want to be in a position to where, yeah, if it's good, I'm benefiting. If it's bad, I'm protected.
Okay.
So this is what I call an all-weather portfolio. There's so much volatility in our economy today. I mean, you've got the risk, you got market risk. Okay, yeah, it's at all-time highs right now, but what goes up must come down.
It's going to.
And so it's going to come down. It's just a matter of time. Don't let greed get you caught, in a position where you end up suffering a big loss. So there's that market risk.
Right.
All right, so there is the risk of rising tax brackets, Tom.
Yes.
Okay, so the Trump tax cuts are going to sunset in 2025. So people are going to be paying more in taxes, all right? There is, and people don't think about this, but there is legislative risk. So you get a party in there that starts passing all kinds of legislation that put a chokehold on our economy.
Right.
That also affects our portfolios.
Right.
So this election year, the uncertainty of it all is a time to start thinking about, okay, there's storm warnings out. What do you do when there's a storm warning?
Exactly. How do you protect yourself from this? Because you know there are going to be storm warnings.
You need to get in the shelter.
Okay.
And you need to start sheltering your portfolio with what I call all-weather positions. And Tom, I'm very happy to go into detail with people here in our office if they want to come in and have a conversation about what do I do with the coming economic storm, political, tax-wise, market volatility, and all these things that stand to take away what I've worked for all my life.
Yeah, I mean, that is not an easy thing to look down the road because you know the headlights are staring you in the face.
That's true.
So, I mean, things like CDs, annuities, just all the different ways that people have their money invested. Now is a time to maybe hold tight, lock down?
Now is the time to think about, yeah, so there are annuities, yeah. All right, you may want to have a portion in fixed positions, all right? You may want to have some in CDs. You may want to have some in money markets. Maybe buffered index notes that buffer on the downside while giving you a good upside cap potential, as well as, linking to indexes. These are the things that people need to be thinking about doing and diversifying their portfolio in all weather positions.
Does this make a difference with, someone who's around my age when you're talking about you don't want to take the risk, you want to maintain, you want to grow a little bit, versus someone maybe in their 30s who are willing to take a chance?
Absolutely. Yeah, your mindset has to change, when you get to retirement age. From 50 on, like I've said before, using football analogies, you are in the red zone. You need to go back to the playbook and start using distribution preservation strategies rather than when you're younger, of course, using growth and accumulation strategies.
Right. But now is not the time to be greedy about things.
It's greed that causes people to miss their exit. And right now, folks, the market is at all-time highs. Consider locking in those high positions and getting yourself positioned in something more all-weather.
All right, if people would like to be able to sit down and talk with you or the great people you have working here, how do they do that, Joe?
Well, they just give us a call. The number's on the screen, the website's on the screen. You can request an appointment on our website, or you can call one of our receptionists, and they'll be happy to set you an appointment with one of our advisors.
It's very good advice.
Thank you, Tom.
Joe LaTour, LaTour Asset Management.